Hello everyone, my name is Professor Mega. When you were a little crawling baby, your mom told you that electricity is dangerous. Therefore, you avoid touching all the switches in the house. Now, you understand that electricity powers almost all technology in the world, and it is also something that appears in the sky during a storm known as lightning. So that means you fully know what electricity is. Or is it? Haha, tricked you. Now, let's have our first part of the adventure and now explain it to you how electricity really works. Electricity is a phenomenon associated with stationary or moving electric charges. Electric charges is a fundamental property of matter and is formed by elementary particles, blah blah blah. Professor Mega, what are you talking about? I can't understand. Oops, I'm so sorry. That's way too complex. For a better explanation, let's go for a trip through electricity in the microscopic world. Into the microscope. What? Professor Mega, electricity can be made out of something. It's not a craft or a machine. And what are these crazy lightning fast moving dots? Haha, you're wrong. Here's a perfect explanation. Electricity is made out of electrons. In the microscopic world, electrons are the particles that surround the nucleus, the center of the atom. The nucleus, which is positively charged, is made up of protons and neutrons. The electrons orbit the nucleus with fast speed and high energy, and they are negatively charged. Professor Mega, what did you mean by positively charged and negatively charged? The nucleus is optimistic, and the electrons are pessimistic, right? Haha, those words are homonyms, words with multiple meanings. In science, positive and negative are the two kinds of electric charges. Positive is represented with the symbol plus, while negative is represented with the symbol minus. Just like in math. There are two types of electricity, which is static electricity and current electricity. So, learning about different kinds of electricity is boring, isn't it? Of course not. Static electricity is among the funnest thing to learn in electronic science because it contains lots of fun experiments to try at home. Though it might be a bit shocking, you could try it on the carpet. First, drag your feet as you walk on the carpet as though you are bored. After a while, reach for the metal doorknob on the door. What happens? You get shocked. Ah, I'm shocked. The world is ending. It's okay, it's just a tiny little shock. But why does static electricity occur? And why do we get a shock when we touch the doorknob? When we drag our feet on the carpet floor, it creates friction. Friction happens when two objects rub against each other. As the rubbing continues, electrons on the carpet flow into your feet and enter your body, which causes your body to become electric charged. After that, because metal easily conducts electricity, touching it may lead to a shock. There are also other experiments you can try on static electricity, such as bending water, making your hair stick to a balloon, and making paper jump by itself. Now, let's travel inside a circuit to explore current electricity. Wait a minute, what is a circuit? Great question. A circuit is made up of various electricity components with wires or blocks to connect them up so the electricity can flow through them. Some examples of electronic circuits are resistors, capacitors, and diodes. You'll be learning about them in our next video, Electricity Part 2. Circuits also need to include batteries and switches to turn them on or off. Into the circuit. So, what does circuit have to do with current electricity? When the switch is turned on, streams of electrons flow through the wires or blocks. Current electricity is the direction of the flow of the electrons. They need to flow through a conductor. A conductor is an object that lets electrons pass through it so electricity can flow freely. An example of a conductor is copper. Also, another name for current electricity is dynamic electricity. There are two types of current electricity. Direct current, or DC, is when all the electrons flow in one direction. Alternating current, or AC, is when the electrons flow in both directions. You can imagine them as traffic signs too. Back to the science lab. Wait, I have a question. Who's the real founding father of electricity? Is it Thomas Edison, Nikola Tesla, Benjamin Franklin, or Michael Faraday? Well, the answer is truly unexpected. The answer was all of them. How? But the answer might not be the truth. It might not be all of them. But all these scientists and inventors have their own ways of being the father of electricity. Thomas Edison improved the light bulb by experimenting 1,000 times, and he lit up our world. Nikola Tesla is best known for his discovery of the alternating current, which we had talked about a while ago. Ben Franklin invented the lightning rod, which indeed saved a ton of lives by doing a dangerous experiment that let lightning flow through a kite string to conduct a metal key. Finally, there's Michael Faraday, the inventor of the electric motor. One more thing to say before you get shocked. There is electricity in your body. What? Electricity in my body? Yes, I have a superpower. Oh no, don't get excited too fast. You don't have a superpower of blasting electricity yet. Our cells conduct electrical currents and use charged elements called ions to generate electricity. It is required for the nerve system, making it possible for us to think and feel. Bet you don't know. Wait a second, it's not the end of the video yet. I have a question to ask you. It's pretty confusing, but the answer will shock you. How does water start a fire with electricity? Hey, I thought water extinguishes fire. How can it start a fire by using electricity? You give up? The answer is lightning. As you know, lightning is a natural phenomenon made of electricity. In fact, lightning can heat the air it passes through to 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. And I bet you don't even know that, ha ha ha. So what's this crazy boiling hot electricity stuff? How does it form? Lightning forms when positively charged particles or protons form at the top of the storm cloud. The protons are then attracted to the negatively charged electrons settled at the bottom of the cloud. A giant bolt of lightning appears just at this moment. Did you know that this works similar to static electricity? And this also explains why lightning can cause water to start a fire. When it hits water, it changes it into volts of electricity. Back to my science lab. Now, you know how electricity works. It is also good for us because it powers our technology. Visualize a world without it. Without electricity, there's no computer. In our channel, LightUp Kids Science will fail without it, and Sniff. I won't be able to see you all again. So, electricity is great. Ah! It's a lightning strike. Something bad is going to happen. No. Subscribe to our channel, LightUp Kids Science. Don't forget a fun fact at the end after this. LightUp Kids Physics. Did Thomas Edison really invent me? In case you wonder why Professor Mega said improved instead of invented. Not really. It's Joseph Swan, but Thomas Edison just improved it. Bet you don't know, kids. See you later. And remember to subscribe.